Yeah. Hello.
Hi Karthik, hi Rahul. Thank you for inviting.
Uh,
Well, yes, not much to be honest, but yeah, I have some ideas.
yeah, I
Uh,
don't know something about him also.
like okay, he's from Germany, I think, and he has he was the world champion for 27 years, if I'm not wrong,
Sick.
like the longest period.
Uh, you just check.
Yeah, I can hear you. I think even Rahul can hear, but somehow Rahul's video is stuck. I think, or isn't it?
I'm just sitting there. Just let me. Who left? Where did I leave? Company. Yeah. Hmm. Let me check the voice performance. Sorry, Karthik can't hear you. No. Let me just check. Check the voice performance. Karthik, no, Karthik. Karthik, they cannot hear you. They cannot hear you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now I can hear you guys.
Hmm.
Yeah, now I can hear you. But in the video, I could not hear you actually. I was checking the video. Your video was not audible. Yeah, just give me a moment. Yeah, now I can hear you.
Karthik is voice very low, Karthik. It's very low. For the yeah, very very low first try. Okay. If Sidhant's voice is fine, my voice also fine. Only your voice is pretty low.
Boomer moment.
Trying to check the stream once.
Somehow, yeah.
Okay, very important, Karthik. No, they cannot hear you. Maybe restart.
Okay, fine. So you want to end the stream? You have to end the stream and you have to start the stream again. But then the link and everything will be changed.
Hmm.
Okay. Calm down, calm down.
Just check.
Yeah, just give me a moment.
Karthik, no Karthik, they cannot hear you. The stream is yours. Voice is not working in stream. No click mode. There's a lot of stuff written on it on Wikipedia. Just check. There's a lot of stuff written on Wikipedia.
No, man.
It's here. It's now. I think people will hear. Now I think they will hear for sure.
Karthik, don't improve.
Now, check now. I think now it should be working.
I just checked now. Okay, check.
With 20-second delay will be there.
Yeah. Now I think people will hear. Yeah, now it's there. Yeah. Now it's
Yeah. Now you are. It's
Yeah, okay. Let me fix the
now it's
camera. So sorry guys. Let me start again. So first of all, today the show is about the great Emanuel Lasker, the second world champion, and our guest. The first guest is I am Rahul Srivastav. Unfortunately, you cannot see Rahul right now, but I'm trying to fix the camera. Just a minute.
the best.
Okay, and our second guest is the legend himself, Sidhant Mohapatra. So, Sidhant and Rahul, welcome to the show. So, tell us about Lasker something. Do you know anything?
First of all, hi Karthik. Hi again. I should hi Rahul again. So yeah. So Rahul, all yours, please.
Okay. Okay, I don't know so much about Lasker. Some things I know about Lasker is that he's second world champion.
Oh, that's
He
great.
is the longest world champion also, like 27 years, as Sidhant told before.
Yeah, so, you're just copying stuff, right?
No, that's the like common knowledge. Like people, most of the people know that.
Yeah.
Okay.
He was a mathematician also, I think, if I'm not wrong. He was a really brilliant mathematician, I think.
Yeah,
And yeah, but one thing, I think he was born in Germany, and yeah, one thing I could know from his game that he was really good at reading opponent's mindset, or the psychology thing. He
so,
could somehow.
yeah. So, while I was fixing my mic, you were doing good research, right?
No, I wasn't. I wasn't. I just remember from his games, like one of his games against Marshall, where he played some rook d4, rook c4, and which was a bit dubious, but yeah. But
Yeah.
Marshall wanted to punish it and failed badly.
Yeah, so anyway, today I'm going to test you guys. Like, I will be showing you some positions, and let's see if you were worthy of whatever title you. And also, people will learn a lot about Emanuel Lasker, and let's see. Okay, so first of all, I had no time to research about his biographical facts. So maybe we can start with little information, right? Maybe you can show the viewers.
Yeah,
Okay, so
yeah. I think. Okay, he is born in Germany, right? He was born in Germany. That I'm quite sure of, and he was a mathematician also. I think these 2 points are correct about him,
Yeah.
yeah,
as
yeah.
far as I remember. But and
Okay,
okay, the longest wall chip. And these 3 facts are correct.
yeah. Let me show the
Okay,
people
so you just open the
first.
Wikipedia.
Yeah. Let me show the people Wikipedia. So this is Emanuel Lasker's information for you. So obviously I did little research, but I had no time, and I was also very nervous
Just
to do
stop
so.
lying, Karthik.
Really,
Stop
really,
lying, Karthik. You did a lot of research.
really, bro.
Uh, you you just called us to paste us. Rahul,
Yeah.
let's protest, no? Justice for us.
Yeah. Okay. I think positions is what we're going to do it in 19 minutes.
Okay,
We're
so
going to
the
do it
first
also.
Yeah,
thing,
probably.
I don't know if people can see, but the Wikipedia says that he's a German chess player, mathematician, and a philosopher. So definitely he was
I was
multi-talented.
on spot. I was on spot, yeah. Like all things are correct somehow. Wow, I'm so proud of
Then
myself.
it is surely you cheated. Like you definitely cheated. That I can guarantee.
No,
Come on, man.
it's because also I could have studied some of these things, no,
Yeah,
earlier.
yeah,
Not
yeah.
I.
Yeah.
Okay,
You
so
have to you have to trust me with that.
anyway, so this is basic information. Maybe we can come to this later. So
Yeah, sure.
until recently, I think in March or something, I was considering Lasker as some very normal player, and I thought, okay, he's just another world champion. Just because Capablanca or Alekhine was not playing, he became world champion, I thought. But when I researched and I came to know about Lasker, what to say, the respect for him increased. So anyway, let's start booking positions, right?
Okay,
In
Yeah.
which you are expert.
sure.
So let's bring up the first position. Is it
Oh,
coming?
this is easier.
Yeah, this is easy. So
This is
it's
easier.
a
Okay.
warm up. So let's see if you can find it, and let's see if the viewers find it.
Yeah.
So maybe we can ask the viewers first, and
Okay. Okay.
meanwhile, you can try to
Yes.
calculate till the end.
Yeah, I think I remember it. Like, I don't.
Karthik Siarjun is saying that you're not audible.
Again.
No, your voice is there, but I think it's slightly low. If you can increase it, it'll be better.
Okay, okay. Now,
Uh-huh.
now it should be audible. So this position is white to play. So let's see if the chat can find it. We have many strong players in the chat. We have IM Siaji Krishna. Let's see if we can find the whole variation. I'll make him mod. Yeah. So
You
Sidhant.
should, right?
So let's see how you calculate. You are an international
Yes.
master. So how would you approach this position?
Okay. First of all, it's like white's bishops are quite looking at the black king. So white have some pieces. The queen can come to h5, h4. So the knight is the only defender. So the first move, obviously, that will come to the mind is knight h5 to exchange the s6 knight so that the e5 bishop gets access to the g7 square.
Okay. What else? Like,
So
do
I'll
you consider bishop into f6 or something like that?
no, bishop f6 I won't really consider because the e5 bishop is quite good. So, and of course, after he takes it back, the a1 rook will be attacked. So, black will get an extra move. So, bishop f6 is not the move I'll really consider here.
Okay.
I'll also consider moves like f5. Just try to open up the position and f5 to put more pressure. But yeah, knight h5 is obviously the move will look forward to, and of course because we know that this is the correct way, so that
Yeah,
also
yeah,
kind
yeah.
of adds some.
You have probably seen it already, no? So okay,
Okay, this
yeah,
is
this
really very famous. That's the Lasker's bishop sacrifice.
yeah. After this game, it was called the Lasker sacrifice. So let's see how the game continued. Knight h5. Okay, in the game, Black could have played something else, but he took on h5. Maybe he didn't recognize the potential of the sacrifice, right? So
Yes, that could be. This was totally completely new theme, right? At that point,
yeah,
so
yeah.
probably Black was also kind of
Maybe he was expecting queen into h5, and maybe you would play g6 or something, or even f5.
and something. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
if we actually go one move back, where actually instead of knight g5, the previous version was, I think, Lasker played queen to e2 and his opponent played a6.
Yeah, yeah.
So yeah, the
I
previous portion.
but I decided to start
So
from
yeah,
here,
so
so
it was quite.
I deleted the
Yes, of
previous
course.
move,
Like
so
this is
it won't be
of
there.
course this is of course like the more famous portion. But what I want to say is that Lasker had seen it before playing Queen E2, where his opponent had simply no idea
Yeah, exactly.
about what's going to happen next.
Nobody was as strong as you, so probably they didn't see it. And
Okay, okay. Enough for
and
enough for
Rahul,
today,
like, what
Karthik.
do you think about this sacrifice? Like, is it based on calculation, or is it just based on intuition?
I think it's based on calculation only because this kind of things were never before. Like this idea was not there before. He on the board saw the move knight h5, maybe even saw knight h5, and so queen h5. There is just maybe g6 or f5 defending everything. So maybe thought why not bishop to h7 first and then take it and just open up everything. I think it was based on calculation and
Yes.
yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah, it has to be purely calculation, right?
yeah.
Yeah, because we have to see it till the end, right? The queen d7 move at the end, which will come. If you don't see that, then this whole sacrifice somehow doesn't work also.
yeah. Hi Nuber, thanks for coming. I'll try to fix the background noise. Today everything is like boomer OP. Something is happening again and again. So okay. Anyway. So let's continue. So now let's see this position quickly. So knight h5, knight into h5 was played, bishop h7, and then yeah, as you said, bishop into g7. And it is important to see that after e5, what is the winning idea? Sidhant, come on.
Yeah, I told you, no, rook h3 and queen d7, right? That's important
Yeah,
to
yeah.
foresee when playing knight h5.
Even if you don't have that, still okay. Maybe it's not that clear, but yeah, queen d7 makes it much
Queen
more
d7
clear.
just wins the piece, and yes.
Yeah. So anyway, maybe we can go to the next game, right? So warm up was good. What do you think?
Yeah. Yeah, I think you gave a really famous portion for the warm-up, which was good for us.
That's from the
Yeah.
past.
I hope the background noise is fixed. I mean the echo. If not, I can't I don't know what is the problem. So anyway, so let's go to the next game. So next game is also, it's not Lasker's game, but it's Lasker's idea. So how long do you need, guys, like to calculate everything from this position?
I think I also know this one.
Yes.
It's also pretty
Yes,
simple,
yes.
right?
Yeah, I think okay. Once we know the theme, it's quite easy. But
Yeah.
you want us to calculate today, but
Okay, you don't
okay,
need to
it's
calculate.
quite
Just
easy.
tell the moves. No?
Yeah, okay. It just d4 bishop h2, right? D4 has to be.
Yeah. D4 closing this bishop's diagonal, important thing, and also opening the diagonal for the bishop. Nowadays, it's very common, right, to play this kind of moves, sacrifice a pawn and then just open the bishop's files. Okay, Nuber is right, of course.
Yes.
Okay, and in the game, still okay. This game was played later in 1914, but a great player like Aaron Nimzowitsch, who wrote the book My System, couldn't understand d4 and he took on d4. Probably he should have played something like Rook f1, I think. But anyway, ed4 and yeah, again same idea, right? Bishop
Yes.
s2 and now bishop into g2.
Bishop h2,
Yeah, if king into
and
g2, the
suddenly,
same idea. I think check and then rook d5. Rook h5 is unstoppable, right?
yeah.
But okay, in the game f3 was played. Rook f e8. Okay, the simple idea if white takes rook e2 is there.
I think seeing Rook F8 move before, if you saw it before, I think it's very difficult to see it.
But okay, now once you
Yeah,
go here,
yeah,
you
of course.
can at the worst case you can take on f1. So normally I would not think like the whole variation. I would just see this position and I would just go there.
Uh,
Mostly, yeah.
even bishop f1 cd4 should win, right?
Yeah, that should
For
be
black,
good enough.
I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah. Rook f8, maybe he was trying to be more accurate or he wanted to finish the game quickly.
Yeah.
Yeah, and rook f1 is not possible because of queen h2. And okay, the game went on, but yeah, and this sacrifice is kind of cute. Queen e4 was also winning,
Okay.
I think, but okay, he decided to go this, and now this brilliant mate.
King walking down there.
Yeah, in the old days, there quite some craze for the king hunt, right? They just love to bring the king to the
Yeah.
opponent's camp and mate there, right?
Yeah,
Just king hunt is.
yeah, and Nuber is saying hi to Sid and Rahul. So, what do you guys want to say to Nuber?
I think you would say hi, sir.
I have already.
But
Yeah.
he wants to say
I'll
hi
just say
again.
hi, Nuber.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So, I guess now comes the main point. Like in March, I was studying this book, Winning with Psychology by Paul Benko. Do you know Paul Benko?
Yeah.
The person who invented
yes.
the Benko Gambit. So I was reading his book, and I was surprised to see the first chapter was based on none other than Emanuel Lasker. I thought, why is this guy here in this book? And so
No, but actually, Lasker has a great impact on the psychology, right? Like he usually plays according to that. He usually just
yeah, that is the
understands the
thing.
opponent's psychology and makes a move.
Yeah, and I also prepared a template, so I'll just quickly show that. Okay, let's come back.
Okay. that was bad. That was bad.
And I didn't have time, so I just copied. I just copied that.
Yeah, so it was the same of the birth of the modern chess theory or something like that. The same template. I guess.
Yeah, but not many people watched that video. They were fortunate to
Okay.
not see that video, so I wanted to just copy that. So anyway, yeah, and also I was listening to this podcast by Ben Johnson. There is this perpetual podcast, and what he does is he invites people and he interviews them. So I was watching this Gata Kamsky's interview, and even there, Gata Kamsky was talking a lot about Emanuel Lasker's psychology, how he was impressed by his abilities and so on. And Geta Kamsky also, he based a lot of his opening knowledge. Like he plays very random stuff, right? He plays London and many other like dubious openings, but he manages to be successful at a Swiss tournament level. So I was curious, and
Yes.
so and then curiosity grew, and then I tried to research more about this psychology and so on. So anyway, let's look at more tougher positions. Now it's not about Laskar's mate. So let's see how you guys do.
Okay.
Are you afraid? There is some voice change and all. Okay, so this is the position. This is black to play. I think this is what you mentioned, right? Marshall versus Lasker. I don't know if you have seen this game.
Yeah. Of course, I have seen this game, but I don't remember it. But yeah, I'm quite sure I have seen it.
Okay.
But yeah.
So anyway, it's black to play. So first of all, tell me the evaluation. Like, what do you think?
Okay.
So come on, guy.
I think the objective evaluation.
Yeah. The chart also can guess. I think
the
like.
object. Yeah, chat. You can also help us in finding the moves because again, Karthik just tricked us.
What did I trick, man?
So
I was very nice to you.
This is not being nice, inviting guests and giving them puzzles to solve on stream.
People should know about Lasker, right? Like you are the perfect student to talk about Lasker and try to solve his puzzle.
No, not at all, not at all.
So anyway, you were saying about the evaluation, right?
Yeah, just give me a moment. I'll just.
I think I like black position this. I like white's position this specific position because white is more coordinated. Like he has a good bishop, I think. Our bishop is not developed. It just feels like our knight is under attack, and if you go knight, he gets good tempos. Like let's say I go back knight g5, plus c3 or knight c3 something, and like he's in a very good position. So I just think that if you're not quick enough in this position.
Okay, objective evaluation probably white is better.
Yeah, if you're not quick enough, white would even succeed to stabilize the advantage.
Yes.
That is what I think. But yeah, black has some some aggressive chances on the king side with the queen on h4 and also some knight on e4. Also the rook on f8 could become an important piece to create ice there. Yeah, black has some ideas. If it fails, then I think white is going to dominate the game.
Sorry guys. Another problem came. So were you saying something? Wait, let me try to fix it. No. Sorry for the this thing.
Okay, so Mr. Navonmesh Sharma is saying the move knight g5. I think that's what he means.
Knight?
G5. Okay, he wrote knight g6, but I think he means knight g5.
Knight G. Yeah, I tried to check with the engine also a little bit, but I didn't have time. But anyway, were you saying something? Like about the move and all?
Yeah.
So
what do you think?
Not sure of the first move actually. I don't have any idea what is the best move.
No, it's not like forcing calculation or something. You just need to make move. So knight g5 is perfectly normal, but unfortunately Lasker didn't play that.
I think Lasker played FE5 if I'm not wrong, right? FE5,
Yeah.
FE4, D4, something like that. He
That
played,
makes
I
sense
think.
actually. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, see, you said you didn't prepare anything
I'm
for the
quite
show,
sure.
but you came very
No,
well prepared.
I just recalled it. Right?
Probably
It's
like
it's not.
yeah, you were stuck for something, so I couldn't see your reaction. But anyway, so yeah, the FE5 was played in the game, but let me first tell the players. So the white player is Marshall, who is a great attacking player, and also there is this Marshall Gambit, and yeah, probably people will know about that. And so like whenever you are playing against an attacking player, usually some players try to play positional chess. They try to refrain from attacking chess, because usually your opponent is the one who is very attacking nature, right? But
Yeah.
this was the revelation, starting of revelation. Here Lasker took on e5. The point is that it's not like it's a great move or something. I think knight g5 is probably much better objectively, but fe5, the point is
Yes,
that
yes,
you're attacking, like you're sacrificing a piece and you're attacking your opponent's king. So and Marshall is usually a attacking player, and
Yeah.
whenever you attack against an attacking player, it will be very hard for them to defend, because it will be new for them, right? Like they are very used to attacking. They ignored this defensive skills and so on. So psychologically, this was very good move, but objectively also it's not that bad. Like this is very normal move. Maybe knight g5 was slightly better. So that is
Yeah.
the point of fe5. But again, you need to calculate some variations, right? Like you cannot just say fe4 d4 and you can just play, right? You need to calculate variations, like bishop d2 is there,
exactly.
bishop c1 is there, and also g3 is there, which was played in the game.
Yeah.
Of course, I didn't calculate. I just recalled that this is how the game continued.
So you were pretty lazy
I'll
to
be very
calculate, and you
honest.
just yeah, yeah.
I'm just saying that this is the way the game continued.
So
Okay. Also, I think let's take a minute. We'll before going into f and d5, let's analyze other moves in the first position because
yeah,
Hariharan wants
exactly.
to
Some chat was saying d4
d4 and also
and
knight
knight g5.
g3.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
knight
first
g3
of
and
all,
g5.
like knight g5 is perfectly normal. The position is like I think maybe white is slightly better if he plays correctly, because I checked the engine. I am not saying on my own. I checked the engine and engine was saying around slightly better.
Yeah.
So I think
Okay.
this move is perfectly fine, but objectively maybe even the best. d4, I think what happens after if I just take on d4?
That is, yeah. d4 is also the move that I
Maybe
thought
rook
was
da.
good.
With what? If you can also take with the queen, right? Oh, sorry, you
Sorry,
cannot. Sorry, you
no,
cannot.
that is the
Even you
trap.
cannot. Sorry.
You cannot
Sorry,
dare.
yeah, sorry, you cannot. Yeah, sorry. Sorry, you
Oh, yeah.
cannot take that.
Bishop into
Yeah, but yeah,
d4
just
and the knight is
bishop
attacked.
into
Knight
d4.
d4 is attacked.
Yeah,
So I
knight is
don't think
attacked.
it's clear.
And
So
okay,
d8
if you get to play rook d8 and rook d4, then it's okay. But unfortunately, this knight is hanging. Probably that is the reason, and I don't see anything else.
yeah, I think this d4 is
Yeah,
not.
and if knight g5, even I can capture. Yeah, if you play knight g5, I can even capture on f6, I guess.
Yeah,
Right?
probably
Yeah, and
I think
Looks good.
maybe rook d8,
Yeah,
but I think something should be there, c3 or something.
yeah.
I think so.
yeah, probably c3, c5.
Or also, I
I
don't
don't
need to
know.
take on f6 if I don't want to. Yeah.
Yeah, you don't need. Yeah, just bishop f2. Just
Yeah,
play
yeah.
bishop
Bishop
f2. That
f2
should be
is
good enough.
yeah, pretty decent. Later I can take on f6.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
d4 is not really working
So
because of
d4
this
is
reason.
not working, and you cannot move
Yes.
your knight. Maybe knight g3 was suggested, but I think it's probably
No.
too much, right? Like first of all, I can also play bishop f2, and I can also
Bishop
take
f2.
on
Yes.
g3, and I think
That's
something like bishop f2.
bishop f2 is
Sure.
bishop f2 is cruel, Karthik. You should not be this cruel. Like,
Yeah, yeah. But what to do? Anyway, so in the game FE5 was played.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's the good move now. That's good. That's
Yeah.
good.
So FE5 was played, and after FE4, D4. So first of all, let's see what happens after Bishop C1. Maybe it's yeah, Bishop
That's
C1.
yeah. Queen F2 and Bishop G4. I think is a good move.
Okay.
Queen F2, Queen H1.
Yeah,
Yeah, and Bishop
that looks
G4.
pretty
Yeah.
decisive, right?
If Queen D2, Queen F1 is winning.
Yeah.
So this is the
Queen
point
F1,
of Bishop C1. So Bishop D2, what is? Maybe it's little bit harder. I don't know. Okay, I just saw the answer, so I know the answer. Let's see if we guys can find out.
I think I can play the same for this also. Not sure, but let's say I was out of playing Queen F2,
I,
King H1.
Okay, let's.
I,
Okay,
King
let's
H1,
let's just.
I cannot find.
And also we can ask this chat as well. Maybe you can suggest something. Okay, Queen F2 you're saying, King H1.
Bishop G4.
If I cannot take because of Queen F1, but if I just play Queen C1 or something.
Bishop F3 maybe then.
Bishop F3. Okay.
Yeah, I wanted to make it work, but
I think it's working.
but
Right?
Rook G1, how are we doing it?
Rook G1, I think just Bishop D4.
I don't know.
And
Okay, with some advantage, well, but it should be. I don't know. It feels like it should be made. Maybe just play Bishop G4 and Rook F2. No, get the other Rook to F8, Rook G2 kind of ideas. That should also work, I believe.
now I seriously doubt it, man. I think you saw this game for sure. Now I think you're surely seen
No,
this game.
I am saying I have seen this game earlier. I'm admitting it. I just don't recall it immediately, but I have seen this game.
But you're saying
Okay,
all the
with
correct
World
moves.
Championship match. Okay, because I'm familiar to it, right? Like,
I think it's wrong to have memory. Very wrong to have memory.
Yeah, and Rook F2 is the correct move. But what is the idea? Like, can you tell me the idea?
probably just improving the Rook F8, Rook G2, some if anything is coming. Right?
I think Rook G2 is there now already.
Yeah. Yeah, and this is winning. Like, if Bishop G5, just take and then Bishop H3 check. Queen G4 is coming.
Okay, Bishop H. But King H1 or Queen F2, huh? Okay,
Yeah,
there's
even
no
Queen
matter.
G4 is.
There's no
Yeah,
defense.
Queen F2. Yeah.
Yeah. Even Queen G4 was winning, right?
No, maybe Queen D2 is there.
No, Queen D2. Sorry, Queen D2. Sorry, Queen D2.
Yeah, now if Queen D2,
Why
Bishop
not now
G2
Queen
is there.
D? Oh, Bishop G2 mid. Yeah,
Yeah.
Bishop G2 is mid. Yeah, that's a cute one.
Yeah, that is the point. Yeah, but okay, I didn't see, like, I saw this game like few days ago, but today I just saw the answer and I thought maybe it's little bit difficult.
No,
But okay, you saw.
I have seen it. I have seen it earlier.
Okay, in the game, I think like the correct move is, I think, something like Queen E2, and after something like this, White should be better, right? What do you think?
Yeah, of course.
So like.
Yes.
So White had this option, but again, this was psychological decision. It was not like calculation or something. It was purely psychological. Marshall, like Frank Marshall, is like a great attacking player, and so Lasker decides purely due to psychological. Psychological decision. He just went for this. I think Kasparov says this position is around equal. I think probably after something like Bishop G4 or something. But I think White is slightly better, at least.
I think so too. Like, I think White has.
Yeah. Probably not slightly, but I'll say, okay, I don't know.
No, I checked the engine.
Bit more better than just slightly.
But engine said slightly better only, so I'm sticking to slightly better.
Okay. Okay. Can't argue with that, right?
Yeah, but a surprising fact, I think Kasparov said it's around equal. I also have the book. I don't know if you can see it, but yeah. So anyways, so this is what White should have played, but it happens in every single game. Like the losing side doesn't play the best move, and it happens. So anyway, after g3, what do you play?
Yeah, exactly. Queen f6, right? I think the only move.
Yeah, even queen h3 is good according to the computer, but anyway, queen f6 is good enough.
Oh, okay.
But okay, also I would like to
Queen
mention
h2,
that
what's going on? What's going on in Queen h3? Can you please tell us?
that I didn't check. Bishop f2, I think rook into f2 is working.
Also, bishop g4, bishop f3 is not there.
Yeah, bishop g4,
Yeah,
bishop f3 is there.
Bishop d2, we have bishop
Yeah,
g4.
bishop g4 and
Maybe I'm just worried
Yes.
about this bishop
no,
g5,
even
bishop and queen d2 or something. But okay, I think we can also play
maybe
slowly.
bishop-
Yeah.
maybe bishop g5, rook f2 probably, right? Is
Yes,
it
yes,
working?
yes. That's a good move, I think.
Yeah, it should work, right?
Rook f2. Is it working?
It should work, right? You have like not bishop g4, just play bishop h3, I guess, right?
Yeah, it should be winning. This should be winning.
Yeah, bishop h3, right? Queen g, yes.
Yeah.
Rook f8, queen g2, yeah, too much stress. Yeah, probably that's why, right?
Okay. Yeah, but I think queen f6 is simple. But also I would like to mention that this variation is not winning for black. This is just a draw if white plays correctly. And let's see if you can try, like, first of all, let's see what happens after bishop c1. This is easy to refute, right? Bishop c1. Again the same, queen f2
Yeah.
and then bishop g4.
And bishop g4, right?
Yeah.
Bishop f3 between e1, too many.
So anyway, the correct move was bishop d2. In the game, bishop into d4 was played, which will come to that later. Bishop d2, this,
Okay.
and
Yeah, bishop.
try to calculate the drawing variation.
Is a draw, huh?
Okay, I shouldn't have said that, but anyway.
You're anyway not making our task easier, no?
Yeah. We can also, as the chat,
Is it a draw?
maybe someone can find out the draw.
Yeah, probably. But ideally, queen f2, king h1, bishop h3, with g1, h5. How do you defend? Maybe queen e1. But queen e1 have queen f3. How are you defending that? Karthik?
Yeah.
How are you defending this queen f2,
Wait,
king
yeah.
h1, bishop h3?
Let me go here. So queen f2, king. You are saying queen f2, king h1, bishop h3, rook g1,
Mm-hmm.
and then
h5.
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 Yeah.
So first of all, what is the point if I just take on h5?
Queen g1 and rook f4.
So, why am I missing this, man? Why am I missing this kind of traps? Okay. So
Justice.
okay, so you're playing h5. Interesting. I think you already guessed that I'm thinking, so it should be wrong.
Yeah, I know, but I really want to know why it's wrong.
But it looks right, no?
Like, how, yeah, exactly. How do you stop bishop g4? I don't see a way.
I'm-
Maybe no. What is out there?
Can I play
Queen e1.
G?
Queen e1.
Queen e1, queen f3 will be mate, I think, according to
Yeah,
chess
sure.
rules.
Yeah, mate, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, probably g4, but that should not be bad for black, right? That the position.
Yeah,
Like, it's a bishop
even
g4,
I
you
don't
take a
understand.
Like,
Yeah,
why
the point
p4?
is that
Like, if
why
anyone
I'm
is better, it has to be black, right?
yeah, exactly. I don't know. I don't know. Something is there. Like maybe it also works. I guess.
Come on. Or maybe you simply didn't check it. You being lazy.
That is true. I didn't check it.
Okay, let's say we play knight h5 knight a3.
Knight a3, but bishop
Okay,
g4.
Rook g2.
Rook
bishop
g2.
f3 win. No, or okay. Okay. If
Bishop
bishop
f3.
f3,
What
what are
is
you
it?
doing?
That's that's winning now. I thought actually queen f1 there.
Yeah, queen f1.
No, but I
Queen d2.
but I take on d2, right? I
But
take
queen
on
into
d2,
f3.
right? Bishop g.
Queen into f3 is there. Okay. Maybe we should put it like sorry.
Yeah. It was blunt.
This is correct.
It's too much, right? Yeah.
Okay, I think probably people will see the correct answer. H5 is mistake, it seems. Knight a3 and rook f1.
Rook f1 is
Okay. This is the point.
Okay. We somehow missed this, right?
Okay, bishop f3, queen into f3 is there.
Yeah. We somehow the rook just went to g1, right? So,
Yeah.
like, we kept on- somehow we rolled up.
So
That's
this is the point. H5 is bad and the correct move is bishop f1.
Oh,
The idea is bishop e2 and then bishop f3.
You don't know the idea.
okay. Okay, same idea, but with more precise art. Right?
Little bit more complicated.
Yes.
So anyway, so
Expected.
I think still the variation goes on, but it's around equal after this. This is the variation. This
It's
is-
not equal, it's a draw, right?
Yeah. Okay. It's a draw, but I think it's little bit difficult, no? What do you think?
It's difficult to find, yes.
Yeah, of course. Bishop f1 is really tough.
Yeah, bishop f1 and then bishop e2 and bishop f3. I don't know if anyone in the chat replied. Probably they were just watching our stream blindly. But anyway.
I think now we
Yeah.
put in the chat also.
Okay, so sorry, I went too back. So in the game, Marshall finally, he got scared. He saw all this attack is coming. I don't know if he saw bishop f1 and maybe he didn't see the draw. Maybe he was thinking black is winning there. So anyway, so that is why he took on d4.
Could be very much possible, no?
Yeah, and basically this psychological trick worked. Yeah, so your opponent is a great attacker, and if you play attacking chess against an attacking player, usually it is very difficult for him to defend the position. So what do you think about this this thing? Have you learned something new, or you already knew that?
Okay, to be honest, I knew this thing earlier, but okay, I should say that I learned something new.
Okay. And you, Rahul?
Okay, one thing I want to tell is that, okay, as we're talking about psychology, I think back then players were like more, you are either attacking player or defending player or any, like, mostly, they used to play in one kind of chess. But of course nowadays, like everyone, Karthik is a great attacker. Also he can defend. Like all of them pretty much can do everything nowadays. So I think this psychology is good one, but I think as time changed, this is not nowadays not working anymore.
And
That's what
also
I say.
in nowadays it's very normal, but in 1910 or 1920s, like this is very new and people were not able to cope with this.
Yeah,
That is
I think
what
because
I
of this logic only people were like we'll learn every way of playing chess.
Yeah,
After this thing.
exactly. And Lasker was good at everything basically. He was basically focusing on his opponents, he was studying his opponents, and if opponents were weak in endgame, he used to play endgames. So that was his mentality. And only after Lasker, this thing like it was more popularized, and later Alekhine implemented in his match against Capablanca. And I was even in that book, the second chapter is dedicated to Alexander Alekhine. And in 1927, Capablanca was clearly the favorite to win the match against Alekhine, but he used Lasker's this psychology, and he beat Capablanca, which I think we'll make a video on Alekhine as well later.
Sure.
So but for now, from this game we can learn that like when you're playing an attacking player, like maybe we can try to attack him, so to psychologically disturb him or something.
Yes, actually, this thing I knew in one of the things I was reading about Kasparov. Like someone was telling something about Kasparov online or in some book, I don't remember. They generally said that Kasparov, being a very good attacking player, is not that good in defense. Of course, he's much better than us, but compared to the attack he generates, if he receives same amount of attack, he really is not that good in defense. So often in pressure, like the thing is, he will be always wanting to be on the attacking side rather than on the defending side.
Yeah, and
This happens with many players. I think, like Shirov and all. They like to give material and play. If you actually give them some pieces or pawns and you attack them, of course, like it's not like they'll blunder or something and they'll lose, but the level of play won't be that high.
Yeah, exactly.
As it used to be earlier.
Yes, that's an argument. Yes, that's a fair enough argument.
Yeah, that is true. So okay, anyway, let's see the game. Finish this game. Like, let's see how it ended.
Yeah.
Okay, the point was he wanted to simplify the position because bishop d4 is much more calmer, right? He wanted to exchange pieces. Like after rook f1, black is kind of forced to exchange and go into this endgame. But this is definitely better for black because of this pawn, and also black will play bishop a6 c5 and eventually attack. Or we'll see another plan by Lasker. So rook d8.
I know this plan. I know this plan.
You know everything. I knew
plan,
it, man. Like you're basically cheating today. Like you know everything. And you're coming here and I need justice, man. I'm planning something for, I am planning for 2 days trying to do something, and you are just coming and preparing something and coming. I wanted to humiliate you, but you are not getting humiliated.
I haven't checked anything. I even haven't opened my chess base since yesterday. See, after you told me. But yeah, it's a world championship game, man. So yeah, it's quite obvious.
So okay,
and that too, Kasparov has analyzed, right?
Yeah, in my great predecessors. So yeah, in this position,
even in Mega he has.
Yeah, surely. Okay, he played rook b5. The idea is to provoke more weaknesses, to play rook c5 and attack this pawn, and also to play rook h5, provoke h4, and then this pawn will be weak. And in the future we'll see, like we'll go through this very quickly. The main point of this game is that psychology thing.
Yeah.
So okay, anyway, in the c4, and you see,
which I won't say.
And like Marshall also was very bad at end games. For such a caliber, like world championship challenger, you should be at least quite decent, but compared to his other strong players, he was quite weak in end games. And we'll see that he loses this endgame very easily. So king g1, and then now black has this
By the
pawn.
Karthik, I want to ask you something.
Yeah, go ahead.
Or something like you have any idea? Like what I heard that in earlier days, any player can actually challenge for the world championship candidate if he actually raised enough money for the championship.
Yeah, that is true. Until I think 1948, the world champion had the right to accept the match or something, because from William Steinitz time, like only the world champion can agree to the match, and challenger has to offer money, like he has to arrange venue, and he has to offer the prize money and so on. So and that is why, in 19th century and in the 20th century, the early 20th century, like there were not many world championship matches. Nowadays every 2 years there is a world championship match. And so that is the reason, like and also that is why, after winning against Capablanca, Alekhine never accepted Capablanca's comeback match, because he knew that Capablanca is very dangerous player and he might even win the match, so he never accepted that match. And that is different drama completely.
So I think that's why the whole candidates and all came right into place, like to reduce these things.
Yeah, and in after Alekhine died, there was dilemma. Like he died in 1946 or something, after World War II, and then there was this drama like who should become the world champion. So FIDE organized this event in.
I remember.
Yeah, and Botvinnik won that match.
Pro, right? Some Pro. Yeah, I remember.
Yeah,
there's some Swiss tournament between. Swiss or round robin. I think round robin between the top players.
Yeah, I think top 5 or someone, like Botvinnik played, Paul Kiris came second, and Max Hugh played, the 5th world champion, and I think Smyslow or someone played. Like
even Capablanca also played.
No, Capablanca didn't play. No, that match he didn't play. I think by that time, I don't know if he was alive or something. But okay, I think this another player, Floor or someone played, like I don't know the pronunciation.
Floor. I think yes, Floor. I think he beat Botvinnik, I think, in one of the French or Corgan, I don't remember something.
Yeah, and
whatever.
So anyway, that is different completely. Oh wait, something happened. You guys.
Whenever Karthik is trying to do something, he is actually messing up badly. Now Rahul actually went.
Yeah.
I'm in the call, right?
You are in the call, but you are not in the stream.
Okay.
Wait, I'll do once again. It's very difficult, man. Very difficult to manage. Okay, now the link is also leaked officially. But I think
nobody. Is it?
Yeah. But if they are only if they are jobless, they will come to our meet.
That's like even like terrorizing them. Just doing this thing also like they are jobless.
Okay. Anyway, so that is the story of this World Championship matches. So let's finish the game. We are trying to finish the game from long time. So, but okay, wait.
Let's finish it.
Yeah, now you're there. Okay. So okay, let's finish the game. So black has this passed pawn and he converted this very quickly, bringing the king to the center. And this is also nice. Again, provoking more weaknesses. Rook h6. And this is also a great, like this endgame is also great how Lasker played, but I just wanted to focus on the psychology part.
Okay.
So and finally this king is coming, not to d5 but to d4. Okay, this is winning because king is and it's basically zugzwang.
Yeah. Okay. Also the pawns are on light square, so not helping white.
Yeah, exactly. So anyway, the Lasker won this game and he also won this match in 1907 very convincingly, mainly because of this understanding of his opponent. He understood his opponent very clearly and that is what helped him win this match. So let's go to the next game. Okay, I think you won't know this
next
game.
Test, huh?
Yeah, next test. Oh no, wait, not this one. Yeah, this one.
Ah, I know this one.
This one, you
Previous
know?
one I knew. This one also is no, the next one, which I knew that one.
No, no, I'll not show that
This
one. I'll not
one.
show that.
See this guy.
Okay, this is black to play, and first of all, tell us the evaluation. Maybe the chat also can interfere and tell some suggestion. Okay, Samad is saying Sitzer is always well prepared, and
Also,
Samed the
Who
okay
is saying?
Samed
Okay.
and okay, Samad is saying I am taking the whole chapter from my great predecessors. I think the first 3 or 4 games will be from my great predecessors, but I will also include. Uh, I mean, my creativity will be there, so don't worry. So
I was just checking the chat. Why Balu is saying, everyone is saying I'm prepared. I'm not prepared,
yeah.
guys.
So Ilampati, thanks for
Let me
tuning in.
very-
Like I have seen you in many other streams, and thanks for coming. So anyway, and Balu is here. Balu said he has some exams. Probably lied or something. Okay.
I think it finished. It finished his exams.
Okay, Sayantan is also there. He's saying Sidhant sir OP. Everyone is calling you sir. So come on guys, like what do you think about this position? What is the evaluation, and guess Black's like what did Lasker play? Guess what Lasker played in this position?
Uh,
So
अरे अरे
yeah.
How about knight g4?
Okay, first tell me the evaluation. What do you think?
Okay. This position I think is
white should be
quite
white
has an
should
edge.
be slightly better for white, right? Yeah,
Yeah.
quite strong edge for white, I believe, right?
Yeah. I also like White's position, and okay. Anyway, so what do you think? Like you said knight g4, right?
Yeah.
Samit is also saying knight g4. Maybe Ball is thinking too much. Maybe he can say something.
Want to hear Sidhant's opinion
Yeah.
on this?
So what is happening after knight g4?
Yeah,
What will
okay.
White do? Obviously, chess is a two-player game, and let's try to understand what White also plays.
Thank you, Karthik, for enlightening us with such deep knowledge. We had no idea about this. Thank
Yeah,
you so
sometimes people forget simple things. That's why I try to.
much. Yeah. Be the simple, right? Be the simple man and try to tell us.
Yeah.
Things.
Everyone won't be intelligent people like you. No? Like there are people like me also. So
Okay.
So you're the one who tells everything.
Okay, Rahul, knight g for the idea. Idea is bishop f6, right?
Yeah. And I think
My video is stuck, huh?
yeah.
Not so-
Some technical issues there. I don't know if it's okay. Now it's fixed, I think. And
I'm moving in the.
yeah, now you are moving in OBS. Okay, now people can
Yeah,
see your
even I'm
40
moving
lakh
in the
smile. So first of all, knight
Okay,
g4 is
you
very
guys-
natural, but yeah, you should see White's move, right? What can White do?
Trying to figure out.
Okay, first of all, let me tell my evaluation. I think White is better, mainly due to the weakness of this pawns, and and also his
that-
pieces are much more harmonized, and the knight is going to come to f5. So this looks better for White. And if Black plays very normally, I don't know, a normal move, maybe Queen e6 is a normal move, right? let's say queen e6, maybe slowly white will outplay black, and Lasker is playing black, and Lasker is a great psychologist, as I've established. So, so what would Lasker do here? You need to do something dynamic, because if you just keep waiting, play normal moves, white will eventually improve his position and he will soon crush you. So
I don't know if I can call knight g4 a dynamic move.
the point is knight g4, white has a strong move. You need to find that.
Knight h5. No.
Tactic.
G7.
What is the tactic? Knight g4. What does white have?
Bishop to g7.
Yeah, obviously white has bishop into g7. That is the point.
Looks like, yeah. Okay, good chess.
Okay. Okay.
Still do it, let's see that.
Yeah. It has been quite some time and still we are not figuring out why knight g4 is not. No, it's strange that I saw bishop g7, but I was mostly calculating queen d4. I somehow missed knight f5.
Okay. Yeah, the point is king g7, knight f5, as Sidhant mentioned. So anyways, so what did you play now? So final, like you have 30 seconds to decide on a move. What would you play? Samad, would you still play knight g4 after seeing bishop into g7? I don't know.
Not sure.
Not sure, eh?
Yeah, one more player.
Uh-oh. This looks pretty bad, huh?
I think I'll play queen g4 here.
Queen g4.
Yeah.
But that is bad, right? Even the endgame is bad, right? If I'm not wrong.
Okay, the position is bad, so I just want to go into endgame, which is maybe slightly more defendable maybe. I think keeping the queens doesn't really help me.
But I said, like, you need to play dynamically. Okay, I'll give you a clue. Knight g4 is correct. What happens after bishop into g7? Like, you need to complicate something. Like, something should be there.
This is too much now. Okay.
Karthik is just playing with our minds, huh?
Yeah, pretty much, yes.
Maybe just give the pawn, no, and play on the g file, you know, like knight g4, bishop g7, king g7, knight f5, king h8, queen g4.
But okay, opponent is
like
not
rook g.
but opponent is not a beginner, no? He can win that very easily.
Of course, like how else do you complicate? You only asked me to complicate. I didn't ask.
Okay, let's see what
I'll
Lasker
surely go
played.
for
Let's see what Lasker. It's honestly, it's also like quite worse according to the engine, but psychologically, it's really good. And I don't know, like people can't see the comments, but maybe you can see, right, on the right side. This game was annotated by Tarash himself. Sorry, Tartakover, not Tarash, but
For himself.
okay, I got confused
Yes.
for a little bit, but okay, so this was played, and the point is knight into f2.
Yeah, I saw knight f2, but what's happening after queen d5? You just come back, yeah?
Yeah, I can just come back, I think, or even c5 is there, right?
c5 you spoke about. I thought that diagonal, like you'll be mated somehow
Sorry.
in that diagonal, right? Not queen d6, of course.
No, that
Queen
was like mouse mistake. Okay, king f2 is very natural. The point is that now after, let's say, knight f5, white wins a pawn, but you can see the difference. Now white king on f2 is weakened, and now there is this isolated pawn, and after let's say bishop f8, there are threats like rook into e4 now. If rook e4, queen into f5, king e3, bishop h6 check is there. So there are always tricks, and after queen d4, rook e5, this position, compare this position to this position. This position, white has a very safe advantage. Like if you play something like this, probably you will just, I don't know, play queen f3 or knight f5, and you will have a safe advantage. And also my dogs are agreeing, there are dogs barking outside. And
Or maybe they're disagreeing.
I don't know. I don't know when they will stop. Okay. Now they're calming down. They're calming down. Okay.
Okay, today I had a great time.
I don't know what they saw. Probably they didn't like Knight G4 so much. Okay, anyway. But you can see right now rook e5 is coming, d5 is there, and there is counterplay. Although white is a pawn up now, this position is much more complicated, and psychologically this game, Tarash admitted that I was losing control of the position.
Okay. But in any case, right? White should be okay. Let's say white should be clearly better, right? Like
Yeah, white is
like,
clearly better, but within 10 moves Lasker wins this game very easily. That is a psychological effect. Like let's say you are playing against a 2600 player, and if you play normal moves he would crush you, right? And if you
if I play that also, he'll crush us. Like let's be
no, I
honest.
think like you really have a chance, man. Like now there is a sneaky threat rook into e4. Let's say if white plays a4, you can take on e4.
Okay. Okay. I agree.
So this is a threat, but so white has to play something like this, and after rook e5 now d5 is coming. Okay, it's definitely white is better, but some counterplay is there. Psychologically, it's very, at least it's much better than playing normally, right?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, at least you give a pawn, but you get some kind of activity, which is more important. I
Yeah,
think,
this is why like people during those times couldn't understand this kind of play. They used to think they are winning already, and already you can see that there is some improvement for black. Like now the what to say, the what is it, like now black is in little bit more control compared to that position, and now black
Yeah,
is
sure.
creating lot of threats, so white needs to be careful, and psychologically it's very difficult. So that is what I am trying to say with this game. So and let's see the game within 10 moves. I think, I don't know if it's 10 moves or more than that, but he wins it very quickly. So rook e8, queen c3. Probably white was winning all this. This is winning for white, not winning, but he's clearly better. But we'll see very soon that Lasker very quickly wins this game. So bishop h6 is slowly improving. Now d5 comes, and already e d5, bishop e3. This looks already very dangerous, right? Now what do you think? Now also you disagree?
At some points, it doesn't really.
Well,
After the game, though, Lasker won.
Okay, already it's slightly better for black. Now f5, f4 is coming, and look at this king.
yeah, like one thing I really want to say that the level of defense in 1908 and the level of defense in 2020, it's like there is a huge difference between them. I'm not saying that Tarash is a bad player or something, but nowadays after winning a pawn, I think the black has some initiative. I think nowadays players with white will actually kind of just not give black much counter and just win the game with a pawn of maybe with bit difficulties, but yeah,
Yeah,
they won't allow such kind of play.
Yeah, that is the
that
go ahead.
So yeah, but yeah, again, in those days, this is how you play, right? Everyone, I think, right? This is how you
Yeah,
have to.
and
You should.
in 1920s, like it's not natural for your opponent to fight back, right? Like if you win a pawn, then the game would end immediately. And Lasker
exactly.
did this for 28 years. Like he was the world champion
Yeah,
for
yeah.
28 years, and this was his method. Like, and people used to say that he got lucky again and again. The same thing happened for Michael Tal. They used to say he was lucky and so on. But like practically he was creating problems for that time. So that is what I'm trying to say. And nowadays this is very common, but it developed mainly due to Lasker, this kind of things. So it is not a bad idea to uh,
Yes, yes,
pay
yes.
tribute
I
to
agree.
Emanuel Lasker.
Yes.
So anyway, so let's see how the game finished. Like this is slightly better, and soon he gets crushed. Like f4 comes, and then look at his pieces.
Yeah, the bishop on e3 is just
Yeah, yeah,
controlling
dominant.
everything, right? Yeah. Yeah.
Sorry, no.
So yeah, I
And Tarash was not a like stupid player or something. He was also a very
of
good
course.
player.
Yeah, yeah, of course, of course.
And I don't know the exact estimation of his rating. Maybe he was around 2500, 2600. I'm not sure, but
Hmm.
Surely, yeah.
yeah, and
Yeah, he
see,
got my name out there.
yeah, and as you can see, like he won very easily. He didn't do much.
Yes.
So yeah, the point is that the psychological change, like in this position, White was in complete control. Like he didn't have to worry about anything. If he had played normal chess, he would have been much better. But once Black
Yeah.
started forcing complications, or there was a shift in this demand, or like this. I'm not
Yeah.
getting the
Uh,
vocabulary. I'm missing the. I
I
can't.
think it is Lasker, right? Whose quote was something like this, like without error there can be no brilliances or something. I think it was Lasker who said this.
Yeah, probably.
So probably, yeah. So that kind of works with this kind of thing, this kind of play, right? Maybe
Yeah.
objectively not good, but yeah.
Yeah, so this is the like third game. So what do you think about this game? So final conclusions.
Yeah, this is quite new. Like the idea was quite new to me actually, to be honest, because sacrificing G7 pawn is not something you do usually, right?
Yeah, yeah. The main point to take away is not like giving G7 pawn and trying, but the main point is like whenever like you should try to do something dynamically. Like you should try to take your opponent out of his comfort zone, and
Yes,
you
yes,
should try to
exactly.
create problems. Like let's say if he's a positional player, you should try to get into complications, and you should try to do what your opponent doesn't want to do. That is the main thing to learn from Lasker. So
Of
Lasker
course.
started this, and later it was developed by many other players like Alekin, Botvinnik, and many others. So nowadays it's very
What?
normal. Like psychology is very common among us, and it's only because of like the beginning was because of Emanuel Lasker.
Okay. He was on shard all.
I'll ask you one question. So, what is your favorite quote of Lasker, Karthik?
Like I don't know the exact like words, but the meaning goes like against one opponent one move might be good, against another opponent in the same position some other move would be good. Like that is the meaning of the quote.
Something like this. When you see a good move, find for the better one. I think
No,
this is what.
no, I didn't say that. No, I'm saying let's say
No.
in this position, like let's say I'm playing some attacking player, maybe h6 was a good move, but against
Mhm.
like player like Tarash, maybe knight g4 was the right move to play.
Okay, okay.
So
So
that is
against
the
different
meaning of,
players, you
yeah,
you should take different approaches, something like that. Huh?
Yeah,
like
I think it's more psychological thing what he says.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
psychological. So this
And
is
what
what.
about you, Rahul? What about you? Like, if you have to say some of Lasker's quote, which will be your favorite?
I have no idea.
Okay, I think this is quite famous, right? When you see a good move, look for a better one. This is, I think, the most common.
But was that
But
said
how
by
that
Lasker?
that is the
Yes, it was
question.
said by. Yeah, it was said by Lasker. And also, it's hard to win a winning game.
Yeah, yeah.
Some also this is also was said by Lasker.
Okay.
Okay, I have some quotes for the end of the stream, but
Okay, okay, fine, fine.
yeah, yeah.
We'll keep it. I'm sure Karthik has done his homework.
Yeah, so okay, anyway, let's go to the next game. I hope people in the chat are not sleepy, and maybe they can try to look for. Okay, this
Others.
one. wait 1 second. Okay, this is a position. In this game, like Lasker was clearly better from the opening, but unfortunately he misplayed, and now he's I think losing. So and now like again Lasker's psychology comes and he tries to create problems. Nowadays this is very common, like any player would try to do this, but in 1890s or 19 the early 20th century, this was not common, and probably people might be close to resigning or something in this kind of positions. So anyway, like how would you create counterplay? Like maybe you can try to suggest a plan or something.
Okay, but has to be something connected with G5, G4, G5 to create the counter play. But when and how? That's the question, right?
Yeah.
Because if you go, maybe you can start with G4 already, right? What's wrong with G4? Because
I'm not sure. Knight to Queen D6. Sorry, yeah.
Yeah, that is a cheaper.
But yeah, he can go Queen D7, right? But maybe we first improve the Queen and then do that. I don't know. Maybe first Queen E7, then we try to play G4, G5.
E7 or D8? I think D8 makes more sense.
So E7 also kind of. I just don't want to give that check. So I just want to keep that check options for later on.
Okay, this question is not like there is only one way to create counterplay. I'm just asking the plan. Like, what would be your plan?
No, the plan I think for me would be to play G4, G5 to create some kind of weakness. To try to create some weakness around the black king and hope that it works.
Yeah, and yeah, you can see, right? Like nowadays, it's very natural for us trying to create something. And also, okay, in this game, first white plays h4, h5 because there is some drawing ideas as well in the end, like queen d8 and some kind of drawing ideas will come. But in during those times, this was not very natural for people then. So let's see how Lasker played. First he played queen e7. His opponent, maybe queen c6 was much more safer, trying to keep the queen close to the king or something. But okay, Chigorin again, like Chigorin is like attacking player, and he was from the William Steinitz times, and he always likes to keep the queen very close to opponent's king. So maybe that is why he was playing queen c2. And now Lasker goes for h4, h5. So okay, probably Chigorin thought this is also clearly winning. And now after a4, he plays g4. Your idea, Sidhant, finally.
Okay, it's not my. It's quite. It's probably the only way, right? You have to look for the counterplay on this side, and this is the only way to continue.
Yeah. You have to try to create some weakness and attack black's king. That is the only way. So anyway, after queen c1, so I wanted to stop here, but now you saw the move.
I'm just wondering what happened if queen e4 is the same, king g3. I was just thinking, instead of queen c1, if I go queen e4, you still go king g3, right?
Yeah, probably king g3.
Yeah, you still, queen d8, queen c, also like c7 is hanging and queen e8, queen f7 is also quite annoying.
Yeah, queen. So okay, queen c1 is better version at least.
Yeah, sure.
Here probably g5 is not working. I think maybe I don't remember. Maybe queen f4 or something.
Queen f4
4 is great.
No. I think hg5 is the correct move. Yeah, and can you calculate? Now I remember. Like, what is the point?
Knight to g5.
Wait.
What's happening?
Wait.
Why it's not happening, by the way?
No.
Sorry. How do you defend mate Karthik?
No. Okay, it was not this move. It was supposed to be the next move. Sorry.
Okay.
No, like there is one trick in the next move, so I got confused.
Okay. So what do you play here?
So g5, I don't know. Maybe queen f4 is the point, right? What do you think?
Is it?
like threatening queen g4.
G6 is the most
Yeah,
common.
G6? What's wrong with this? Let's say we play G6 here.
G6 I can check and take, right? I mean, first
But
take on G6.
I'll be taking on C7, right? Don't forget that. C7 is hanging all the time.
That is true, but now you are making me calculate. I didn't want to be in this situation.
You're simply being
Yeah,
lazy.
Sidhant is saying G5 and Queen F4. Probably I also. Okay, what happens after FG6? First question.
Okay, G6.
HG6 if I check.
Yeah.
King H1.
H1. H1 would be easily.
Sorry,
winning
King
for
F1. Sorry, King F1, King F1, King F1. Sorry, I just.
me. Okay, if I take.
Queen F3 is there.
Yeah, and if Queen C7, Queen this and probably.
Queen fire.
Queen D8 now.
Yeah, that
Queen
I didn't
D8.
see honestly, but okay, but
Queen
still
F8,
this is
Queen
win.
C7.
This should be winning, no? Somehow.
Yeah, this should be. Yeah, you play A3 and you just push the H pawn. Yeah, this
Yeah,
should
yeah.
provide you kind of some compensation.
Yeah, Sidhant is right.
Yeah, yeah.
Sidhant is saying the
This should-
same.
Yeah.
I want to argue that it's maybe still a draw, but okay, let's go.
Yeah, that's a different kind of argument, right, Rahul?
Yeah.
Probably no. Actually, it's not actually. Like you don't play A3, you play Queen E8 actually. You just lose the G6 pawn, no?
Okay,
Just play Queen E8.
Sidhant
just
said
Queen
Queen A8, which is also winning maybe probably, but Queen A8.
Queen 8, yeah, Queen 8 is there. I'm convinced as well. Yeah, now I'm convinced. Queen 8 is there.
No, Queen A8
Yeah,
I
yeah.
saw, but Queen F7, Queen A6 I didn't want to calculate 3 more moves, so I stopped.
No, but Queen E8 should also win, right? Queen E8.
Yeah.
This also looks quite strong, right?
This also looks pretty good. Yeah.
Yeah. Like Queen A8 I saw, but I thought Queen F7 and take and then tried to push the E pawn. I didn't want to calculate.
Of course, then push F pawn, 2 pawns.
Yeah. No, but A pawn is too fast, no?
Yeah, it should be winning.
Yeah. Agreed.
So anyway, King G3 is like, preparing G5, stopping Queen F4. Okay, G5 was played, which is already a mistake. Like he should have played A3, which I think will end in a draw. But in the game, again Chigorin broke down. He was winning all the game. I mean, not all the game, but for like at least last 10 moves. So he was already very feeling very sad, and he wanted to win desperately. And that is why he played
Okay.
G5. So first of all, tell me what happens after A3.
Yeah. Okay, so we go G6, right? No, sorry, G5, right?
Okay, G5, and how would black continue?
Okay.
That is you should say that, right? You are
No. I will not make that mistake.
you're
Queen
simply
C6.
making us. But A3 is hanging, no? But A3 is hanging, right?
I think it's a good time to. Yeah, I think I should stop. I think no more winning tries. I think good draw is fine. Because you're messing up, you can lose this from back. So G5 after Queen C2. That is also not there.
Okay, G5, how should black draw? That is good question, I guess. Like
Probably okay. Draw. I think you could probably take H5 and start giving checks, no? Queen G1 and.
I
all
think
this.
maybe I need to invite it. Sidhant does. He's guessing all the correct moves.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, G5
Yeah,
is
exactly.
G5
So
simply
that's
edge.
what I said. No, G5, Knight G5, Queen G1. No, you only said that black is trying for win.
So first of all, Queen D8. What is happening? Tell me that.
Okay, King
Queen
H7.
was winning actually.
King H7, you lose. I think Knight G5.
Okay. Sorry.
This
You
one
have to
is
play
sorry,
Knight E8.
Yeah, that is the point.
Okay, you have to play Knight E8.
Knight E8
Yeah,
is
you
the
have to play
point.
Knight E8, yeah.
And after Queen E8,
okay,
King
okay.
H7. If Queen F7,
Queen
Queen F4 is the point.
Queen F4. Yeah.
And
And
This is nice. This is nice one.
It's a draw.
Yeah, this is a nice one.
Yeah, and I think knight g5 is simple, like queen g1 check is draw. But the main question
G5
is
check
queen
is
d8. You need to find this knight e8.
the 98. Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
yeah.
yes.
That is something I missed, yeah.
Yeah.
So this is what like a3 should have been played, but Chigorin like probably he was already depressed and he
Or
wanted to play
maybe he missed 98. That could be also possible.
Yeah, that could
98
also.
or queen f4. One.
But at least
of
like
those moves.
Yeah, but you can play any move, right? Like probably some move like queen c6 also should be fine. I think it should not be
Yeah,
losing,
to
right? My point is like g5 is weakening the position, and after
Yes,
okay, still g5 is also fine. G5 is also fine, but a3 was much more straightforward, like direct thing. Okay, and
Yeah,
now
probably
g5
it's
comes,
certain.
and finally at this point,
Karthik, can you just go down back to the knight e8 position when you play knight e8? Okay, anyway, okay. Knight g5. No, I saw queen d8, knight e8. I can go knight g5, but not possible.
queen into
I know,
g5 is there.
Yeah, no, queen takes queen d8, knight e8, knight g5. I thought, but you just give perpetual, right?
Wait,
No, not that. Instead of queen e8, I play knight g5.
Okay.
Also, the queen c6 also maybe can't. Here, maybe.
No, queen c6, queen e7, right? Queen e7, and
Yeah.
you have some difficulties there.
Yeah.
But you just give check. But you just keep queen g1. No? That should be perpetual.
Yeah. See if Siaji Krishna is asking queen d8, knight g5, knight f1 is winning, right? But knight e8 is the defensive move for queen d8.
Yes.
So yeah, that is the point. So after king g3, g5 was played. This was still equal, but already some looks much more. The king is much more weaker, right? And practically, maybe it's difficult. And like one story I heard, like these people when playing world championship matches, the time control like they used to play for 2 hours for 40 moves, and then they used to eat dinner, and then after dinner play resumes.
I would have to play in that format.
Like maybe it's like adjournment, I think, like dinner break and then play will resume.
Probably, yeah. But okay, they can analyze during the dinner also, right?
Yeah, it's like adjournment, like in 80s and like from 60s, the adjournment was there. So probably, yeah. So maybe that was the thing. So yeah, still this is equal, I think. And I don't remember exactly, but already this looks winning for white, but somewhere black had a draw even in this position, but I don't remember exactly where. But already
you, right?
yeah. Too much work, man. Too much work.
Yeah, I can see that.
Okay, this is winning for white.
Yeah.
So that is
but
the point.
It's really surprising, right? It's really surprising, like the starting position actually never could feel like white will actually win.
Yeah,
this, right?
that is the thing. Like he didn't even make a draw. He won this game. That is the point here.
Exactly.
That is also Mikhail Chigorin played 2 world championship matches against William Staines. He's not a like stupid player or something. And in 1896. Okay, he was still maybe not that strong, but still quite strong. So,
I agree.
So that is the thing. Like he created first he set problems with h4, trying to get into some drawing positions, trying to create some threats. Okay, nowadays it's very normal, but yeah, during those times it's very difficult, I guess.
Okay, Hariharan is asking a question, Karthik. Can you please elaborate?
Yeah, the adjournment, like basically after 40 moves, I think the players will take a break, and then a position will arise, right? And then they will try to analyze them, and I think they should like write the move in the letter or something and give it to the arbiter. Let's say if like let's go to the 40th. Yeah, this is the 40th move. Let's say the game adjourned here, and white wants to play g5. Then probably he has to write g5 in a letter and give it to the arbiter that he is going to play g5. And this move will not be revealed to the opponent. And okay, in later after 40s or 50s, I think they used to have adjournment positions, like it will be resumed after a day or 2 days.
Yes.
So
They call it the sealed move, right?
Yeah, sealed move, and people
move,
used to have time to analyze the positions. Whereas in this case, I think they used to have dinner break. Probably they were discussing or analyzing during dinner. So that is the thing. So anyway, this is the game.
Things changes, right?
Yeah.
Things changed after the invention of the chess clock, right?
Chess clock? What did you say?
Yeah, things got totally changed, right? This whole process was.
Yeah. Actually, the chess clocks was first used in this Anderson versus Steinitz match, and they used to have this sand clocks. Like sand will be going down, right? Like in movies and all.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's a nice one. Wow, that's a nice one.
And that was the first clocks, I think.
Even Karthik, you remember, like we were once playing in Gujarat.
Yeah.
Suddenly the power got cut for some 1.5 hours. Do you remember?
Yeah. I was analyzing.
Everyone was.
Yeah, we both were playing and. Yeah, I had a dubious position, so I, instead of talking, like I started analyzing in my mind, and later I saw the reaction. Like after power came, I played immediately, and I saw your reaction on the face. That was like you were probably talking to someone, right? Like you were probably.
Yeah. I was talking with my friends and always like we are actually thinking if the round will get cancelled or if it will resume, something like that. And similar incident happened once in Hyderabad. I think some like whole round got cancelled. It has to be played again.
Yeah, I was playing against. I was playing that tournament, and I was playing against some 2200. And the first round, like I am lower rated than him. I was like 2-0, I think. Mm-hmm. And I got a clearly better position, and he usually is a London player, like he plays London system, but that day he played some other opening and I got advantage, so I thought okay, I can win today. And after power cut, the round got cancelled, and then next day he played London and he made a draw. These power cut stories are like very interesting. Like in India, it's very common, right? Like very normal nowadays.
Yeah.
Actually, I was also playing in the same tournament in Gujarat. Actually, I was in the same tournament where you both played.
Yeah.
I remember. Rahul, we used to play. You were staying with Lalit, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, this is, maybe we can finish it with this. I guess. Again, psychology.
Okay, sure.
Final psychological thing. Like first of all, if
you didn't show that. You didn't show that Pillsbury Lasker, right? Pillsbury Lasker.
I thought if Karthik joins the show, I'll show it to him because it's little bit hard, like calculation and all.
Okay, fine.
But okay, and also the second thing is that you already know, so probably you will find all the. I think, but still, even if you know, I think it's difficult to calculate everything.
Yeah, of course, calculate everything. Yeah. I just know the key moments, like the ideas and all.
Yeah, I know the first move and second move. I've seen it already, so even I know, but I don't know the variations and all. Like why it works.
Okay.
Anyway, this game is played between Emanuel Lasker and Emanuel Schiffers, I think, if I pronounce correctly. So anyway, so the white is Lasker. So how would what is the evaluation and how would you continue?
Okay, evaluation. Draw is in white's hand, but can white play?
By the way, white is 3 pawns down at this current moment.
Yeah, but okay, white has a draw in hand, so if it's a draw, you won't give that.
Yeah, first of all, yeah, let me point it out. Knight e7 is a draw, and knight c6 check, because black has to play king b8, and knight c6 is a draw.
If king d8, there's knight f5.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
So
that is the point.
Hmm.
I like the logic. If there is a draw, don't give it.
Exactly.
So, like, let us think psychologically. Now we are Lasker. So, our opponent, okay, now we are the world champion, okay? So, and our opponent,
Feels so nice.
our opponent,
Feels-
yeah, of course. Our opponent is not that famous, so how would you continue? That is one thing to note that. And second thing is, like, okay, second thing I don't want to say. Okay, anyway, how would you play?
Karthik is just playing with our minds. That's all.
Okay, it's purely psychological. Like, is decision, I think, wait, you guys can, you remember the question, right? I'll just find a quote.
Yeah.
And by the way, my camera is off for some reason. Wait. Like, white can take on g7. What do you think about that? Like, psychologically, and like generally, what would be the outcome?
I don't know. I might play king rook into g7 actually in this position because it just feels like, I think that so far black was one who was better and white somehow got this position, let's say. So now, white after rook g7, maybe white is actually still, black is still maybe better, I don't know, but it's not easy, that's for sure.
Yeah, so you're just kind of playing psychologically, right?
Yeah, it's a 50, like I'm not sure if it's the best way, but I think it's a good psychological way. What do you say, Mister?
I agree.
Yeah, finally.
Harihan wants to know the second thing, Karthik. What is
Even we want to know. Even we want to know.
No, there was no second thing. I said in a flow and I had to cover something. Wait, for some reason Rahul has disappeared from the.
Nothing new for you, right?
Now I have to do it again. What is this?
And they're also there now.
Wait, where are you? What again? I have to do again. Wait, not this. Where did this go? But what did I do? What is this, man? OBS. Yeah, it's here. You're there.
I'm also there.
He has disappeared as both.
Yeah. Okay, anyway, so let me bring up the quote first.
Yeah, sure.
You should have this good quote of the day already. It's the quote of the day.
Yeah, I think people already saw the quote, but I'll bring it for you.
Okay, I think you need to adjust a bit. Rahul you should need to adjust Rahul a bit, right? Somehow.
Yeah, he's fine, right? He's not fine.
Yeah, now it's fine. Now it's fine. Okay. What's the code, by the way?
Wait, I'm trying to bring it. What is it? Okay. This one, I think. It's not a code, but general stuff. So yeah, as you can, I know you can read, so maybe you can try to read.
Okay.
Okay, Lasker was lucky,
I mean,
but
you
Lasker
can
was
try to lead loudly. Maybe you can try to read it to the audience. They want to listen to your voice. Come on, man. Come on.
you're now making us read also.
Okay.
Yeah, Rahul. Who else? Who else?
okay, Lasker was often called lucky by those who failed to appreciate his theory that chess was a fight between two personalities. It was his understanding of chess fallibility that led him, in 1926, to make the following remarkable assertion in his Manual of Chess. He who has slight disadvantage plays more attentively, inventively, and more boldly than his aton-
Whatever it is. Okay.
antagonist, who either takes it easy or aspires after too much. Thus, a slight advantage is very frequently seen to convert into solid advantage. If Lasker truly believed that the slight advantage carried the
Okay,
seed of
that
good advantage, yeah.
okay, that is not needed. But
So,
okay, basically, yeah, he says that slight disadvantage could be a psychological advantage because your opponent it could be careless. So basically, sometimes you can try to use it to your advantage, and sometimes you can. He says it's a good. You can convert it into a good solid advantage, psychological aspect. So this is a quote, and that is why in this position, okay, he is definitely not better objectively. But okay, he plays rook into g7. As I said, knight e7 is a draw, and also you said. So I also want to give credit to you as well. So anyway, it's a draw.
Thank you so.
Welcome.
Thank you so much.
But okay, he played for a win. He understood that his opponent. Like he has this thing, right? He has the advantage, so he has to play for a win, and eventually he might end up playing mistakes, and he might end up trying for a win. So that is what happened in the game. Okay, let me switch on the engine because I don't remember what was the mistake.
Come on, Karthik.
Okay, this was all around equal. I think
it's still equals this.
yeah, this is
But,
all equal. Yeah, these are all normal moves. Like Lasker is trying and his opponent is playing for a draw. I mean, at this moment, because the pawn has reached to f7, but yeah, psychologically, his point was that like people would be finding it difficult to defend accurately because the whole game they are playing with an advantage, and once suddenly the position changes, psychologically it would be very difficult to defend. That is what
Yes.
made him play rook into g7. He could have taken a draw with knight e7 and knight c6, but he decided to play for a win, and it succeeded. Like at this moment, it was still equal, and here he blundered. B8 was a blunder, I think. I mean, sorry, b4 is a blunder. Like it allows this mating idea. Now knight g6 check and some kind of mating ideas are there. Like bishop g8, probably in the book rook c2 was not mentioned. In the book which I studied, it said that white is winning already. But but okay, this defense was shown by the engine, but practically also like it's already difficult, right? Like black was defending for a lot of time, and now again he fails to defend accurately. Bishop g8 and now rook e7. Now knight g6 is coming, and already very difficult. If bishop moves again, if bishop goes somewhere else, knight g6 and rook g7 is made.
Yeah.
So and he played bishop h7, but okay, this is winning. So that is the point. Like it's not like brilliant game or something, but you understood his psychology, right? Like why he took on g7 instead of taking a draw. So this is what I wanted to show you, and this is my tribute to the great Lasker, the great psychologist, and he is the person who invented psychology in chess. So any finishing words, Sidhant and Rahul?
Yeah, actually, it was really nice. It was really nice because this game I was not aware of this, and this whole theme, like being 3 pawns down, you can still instead of taking a draw, you are playing for a win, and eventually managing to win the game. And your reason is purely psychological that my opponent was 3 pawns up, was winning. Now I have some chances, maybe not clear chances, but some chances to complicate things, which would actually work in against of him. It was really nice one. Especially the end game, the
Yeah,
last game. I mean,
yeah,
Uh, One thing that I observed that from the last, okay, most of the games we saw today, I think I've not even seen them, to be frank. I've maybe seen them, not sure. I don't remember them for sure. That's for sure. But one thing I can say is that the way how they played, all the both players, we may not see their games, but our play and the way how we play today, the thinking is very much influenced by them. Like we say, for example, in an example, we were playing G4, G5. Sidhant was saying G4. We have we are seeing G4, G5 in the first instance because we have seen these ideas many times from their games. Although we might not actually see
yes,
this specific game or this specific player or someone, but on a whole, I think chess has like really changed because of them. Like all the players who are playing nowadays, all the theories, openings, or strategies, everything is like influenced because of their own play. Now, yeah, we might, yeah, that's what I want to say. Okay.
like I think what you mean is like the patterns or the theme which we generally think while the game was actually played by them, and by
Yeah,
following their game, we are simply can it helps us in calculating in particular way much more faster, right?
yeah, like knowing online, we are still following them actually. That's what I want to say.
Yeah. That very much makes sense.
and I will like to tell a little bit about the history as well, like world championship matches.
Yeah,
So
sure.
in 1894 he won against William Steinitz, and he was
Mm-hmm.
not the favorite to win, but he was much younger player, and young guns usually win against the old guns. And later he defended his title again to Lasker, and this was in 1896. And there is a funny story in about William Steinitz that during those times he spent his time in mental asylum. Did you know about that?
No, not really.
And there is a funny story. So he was married, and he was playing some tournament in Russia, probably I think this world championship match in 1896. And after the world championship
Okay.
match, he was spending his time with his friend Mikhail Chigorin. So during
Okay.
that time he met a girl, and he fell in love with that girl. Okay, so that girl also fell in love with William Steinitz. And what
Okay.
happened that she said, let's marry that girl, but unfortunately Steinitz was already married. So what he did was he sent a letter to his wife. He was asking for divorce, like, I want a divorce, I want to marry a girl. And his wife replied that no, I don't want to give divorce and all. And then he wrote another letter, like, it would be much better if you marry some other young guy and spend time with him. It would be much better, and I can also enjoy my life with a younger girl. That's what he replied. And probably that is when he started going mad.
By the letter, I was sure like those letters, he wrote, he was not in the right state of mind. But okay, let's not go there now.
Yeah, and then coming back to Lasker, like, and then he played his match against Frank Marshall, which he won. And later he played a match against Janowski Igor, I think. And Janowski is a great player. He invented this Janowski variation in the Queen's Gambit. And also Sveshnikov was first I played by him, I think. Like, but
Oh,
Sveshnikov was later developed by Sveshnikov himself, but probably Janowski was the first player to try that out. So that
Okay.
is one interesting fact. And then later, he played a match against who was that? Skeletor. What? How to pronounce that? Shell.
Skill.
I don't know. Skelter.
Skelter.
Sh-
Yeah, skill.
Fletcher.
yeah.
Fletcher.
So he played a match against him, and that was very close, and he was very close to losing Lasker. But in the end, okay, we all know that Lasker won that match. That is no surprise. And then later he played against Tarash. Tarash was like very strong player, like, and mainly because of this psychological element, he beat Tarash. And in 1921, like, there was war in between after playing Tarash, and nobody were playing chess. And in 1921, okay, Capablanca, the reason Lasker didn't beat Capablanca, one of the reasons is obviously he was much older. He was some 51 or something, more than 50 years old. And second thing is that Capablanca is Capablanca. Like, his moves were so strong that, it was until Bobby Fischer came, there was no player that played so much accurate chess. Like, Capablanca
Yeah.
used to play so much accurate chess, even in terms of, like, there was some prediction in chess base, like people's strength and all, and Capablanca was one of the greatest players according to that. So,
Yeah.
and Capablanca was, and in this book Winning with Psychology, like, Paul Benko mentions that the only player who could beat Capablanca was Capablanca himself. That is what happened in 1927, because Alekhine studied his game and played like Capablanca. That's why he won the match. And yeah, that's the story of this Lasker thing. And even after losing the world championship title in at the age of 60 or 65, he came back and he performed very well in some tournaments. So yeah.
I think one more game which was really nice was Lasker Capablanca World Championship match. Right, in that famous Roy Lopez exchange variation.
Yeah.
Remember?
Yeah.
I think he played E5 break, right? The E5 was blockaded, and later when the knight removed from E5, he played E5, and yeah, that was really powerful.
I know one game where
The
he
fun
plays
fact-
F5 and Bishop F4 in Roy Lopez exchange.
No, I think it's the same game. I think.
Okay.
And
Actually,
the fun fact was, after that game, Capablanca never played E5 against E4 in the whole World Championship match.
okay. Yeah. Capablanca was very strong, and so that is one of the reasons. Maybe if Lasker was much younger, maybe he could have found something, like maybe some psychological tricks. But unfortunately, Capablanca was too strong for him, and he couldn't beat. But still, he was the world champion for 28 years, which is not a normal thing. And we are very
And,
grateful for
okay.
great Lasker.
Karthik, do you think that record will be ever broken? 27 years, I think. 27, not 28.
But it is
27.
like too difficult. Like, nobody wants to break that record, honestly. Like, if I am the world champion, I don't want to break that record. Like, I don't want to play for
But-
30 years and defend my title.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. But yeah, I think that record won't be broken. Let's be honest.
But the reason is
no one
also like there is okay, he didn't defend the title for 28 years. He played like 5 or 6. I don't know exactly how many
Yes.
world championship he played. But in between, after 1896, he went to study mathematics. Like, he stopped chess for 4 or 8 years. I think around 8 years he stopped playing chess, and people were like, "When will you defend the title?" and so on. But okay, but okay, he came.
There is no FIDE.
Yeah.
There is nothing that time, right?
Yeah, exactly. And he decided to get his PhD or something in mathematics and so on. So, and also I think after 50 or 60, he decided to get his philosophy, something in philosophy. So that is also one of the reasons. And also World War came in between, I think 1914 to 18 or somewhere. I don't remember the facts exactly, but
19,
Who is second longest world champion? I don't remember that one. First or
The first World War was between 1914 to 18, I think, if I'm not wrong.
No, the first World
14
War, but like second longest world champion. Who is that?
second longest world champ.
Second,
Yeah.
I don't know. Kasparov? I don't know.
No one actually bothered to know, right?
But okay, if you speak about the best player in the William Stanich was like unofficial world champion for almost 30 years or something, 33 years or something.
Yeah.
But okay, you cannot compare players with that period players with current players. It's really unfair.
Yes. And yeah, currently the young generation is actually kind of increasing a lot with those help of modern engines. So
Yeah,
the
exactly.
players really cannot keep up the same level for 30 years or so.
Yes, that's good.
Yeah. So
Tough one, easier also. Yeah.
So I really enjoyed this show, guys. Like this was a great tribute to great Lasker. So I
Yeah.
hope you also enjoyed and learned something new.
Yeah, thank you, Karthik, for it was really nice to talk about Lasker and see his games, analyze his games. Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah. Maybe we can come back for Capablanca later. If people
Yeah, probably
demand it, we can come back.
Seeing classics are actually really fun, right? Like you get to know a lot of ideas, which you can also use in your games later on.
Yeah, and like from now on, like it will be much stronger. Like the Capablanca and all, like from now on, the strength will increase gradually, and we can use more of this in our games as well. Like maybe
And the questions are increasing also for us, right? You are going to make our life more harder.
yeah. This was more of like psychological questions, how you do and all. So yeah, psychology is one of the like important things in chess, and maybe I can suggest people to read this book, Winning with Psychology by Paul Benko. It was a great book, and like the first 3 chapters itself is enough to get the psychology part. So that is my recommendation for people who are interested in psychology, especially in chess. And thank you guys for watching. So don't forget to like this video so that more people can watch it. Yeah.
Thank you, Karthik. Thank you, Rahul. It was really fun time with you guys.
Yeah.
Thank
Thank you
you
everyone for this stream. Yes.
Thank you everyone for joining us.
So our next stream is at 11:30. Let me show you this thing. 1 second. So I'll be covering the St. Louis Rapid and Blitz at 11:30 p.m. So if you guys are interested, please do join. I don't know who are the guests. The guest list have not been confirmed, so I have not put it here. So anyway, so I'll be watching Hari Krishna's game and also many other top players, including Magnus Carlsen. So if you would like to join the stream, please do. And thank you for watching. Please do subscribe if you have not subscribed to the channel and like the video.
Everyone, yeah.